The Holy Spirit is knocking at our doors, the doors of our hearts, and He wants to walk hand in hand with us to fulfill the mandate of God over our lives. We need discipline as women. We see the discipline of Esther through the 12 months of purification, the 12 months of perfuming. We learned that this is not just like a walk in the park. This is not a spa date. This was about discipline. This was about letting go of the shame. This was about allowing yourself to be taught. Being a person that wants to learn, that wants to know, that is teachable, a person that is easy to teach. Discipline is what the 12 months represents. We need discipline in our life to see the fulfillment of God's purpose over our lives. We see after the discipline, Esther is being elevated to another level of refinement, another level of pressure, which was called fasting. She fasts for 3 days and 3 nights. Together with the people that surrounded her life, we learned that the people that surround our lives, when we are walking in our purpose, are very important, are very vital, because they can either push us into our place of purpose or they can take us out. The people around Esther's life were fasting with her for 3 days and 3 nights, and she went to the king without fear, because she has learned a few things, a few lessons in the private place, in the school of the Spirit. There are lessons that she has learned and that she has passed, like discipline, like obedience, like contentment. And so later on as we have learned throughout the sessions, we discover that she finds favor, not because she's beautiful, not because she knows what to do with her hair, not because she does the best makeup in her family, not because she's the most educated out of all her sisters, out of all the women in that place, out of all your relatives, the most educated, not because she drives the nicest car, not because she has the nicest place in the palace, but because she is humble. We need humility. Remember, I've mentioned discipline. I've mentioned obedience. Humility is very important as women. In a generation where feminism can be quite extreme, in a generation where women have rights that women in the 1950s did not have, in a generation where women are earning even more than men, in a generation where women are very much educated and they have many choices, we still need to be humble to fulfill and to keep the seat that God has for us. Esther did not keep the seat because she's beautiful, because if she could have kept the seat because she's beautiful, Vashti would have never lost her position. It takes more than beauty. It takes character. These are things that cannot be bought with money. These are things that we need to refine inside of us, and we have learned these in the previous sessions.